Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the brand new Olight Prowess torch, or as some people refer to them as flashlights. Now I just saw this one recently in a release overseas, and I thought geez, it'd be good to get my hands on one of these, and lo and behold I was able to get one because they had just been announced here in Australia. So first of all, let me show you what it comes with. There's two parts to this. You can get the torch by itself, but you can also get this tactical tripod, as they call it. So I'm going to show you both of it because you can buy it as a package, or you can just buy it separately if you wish. So inside the box we've got a few different things here. We've got the USB cable, so it's a USB-C cable. We've also got the charging dock, okay, so the USB-C just plugs in there. We've got the wall mount for the holster. We've got the holster itself, user manual, the tripod itself, and obviously the torch. So the tripod here, I mean the legs open to various different degrees here, and I really don't know why, but you know, look, they call it a tactical tripod. They've ended up putting Picatinny rail on it. Honestly guys, I really don't know why you would even use Picatinny rail, but hey, it's a selling point I guess for some people, but it is what it is. That's how it comes. So before we jump into the torch, let me just show you here with the charging dock. You can actually just screw it straight onto the tripod, which is how I've been when I've been charging the torch, because obviously you can open it up there and just have it, you know, just sitting on a table, whether that's a camping bench or just your bedside table or whatever. It just makes it a really nice, sturdy, you know, charging point. So looking at the torch close up, the length of it is 143 millimeters or 5.63 inches. The bezel diameter is 49 millimeters or 1.93 inches. And the overall weight is 269 grams or 9.49 ounces. The battery inside is a 5000 milliamp 3.6 volt lithium battery. The housing on it is like most of the Olight products. We've got you know, that aircraft grade hard anodized aluminium housing. I've never had a problem with it. It's as tough as nails. We've got a nice texture to the torch. It actually just fits really nice in your hand there. The on-off switch is really straightforward here. When you hit it on, okay, it'll come up with a green light. Now I'll bring that closer to the camera so hopefully we can get a focus on that. So that green light indicates that there's 60% or more charge in the battery. If it goes down to orange, it means that it's got between 10 and 60%. If it goes down to red, it's between 5 and 10%. And if it blinks red, it's got under 5% of battery charge left. So it's really nice to have an indication of how much battery charge you've got left here. The modes on it, guys, we'll run through that in just a moment, okay? But I'll talk about the switch that is above it here. I'll bring that up to the camera again so you can get a closer look. So when you hit that switch, it then turns into basically a lamp. So when you've got it standing, you know, you can toggle through the different modes there and obviously have the different brightness levels from there. So I find that really, really cool idea, you know, because it's a dual use. You can use it obviously looking around a campsite, you know, or if you're out hunting, but you know, you come back to a campsite and you just want some light there while you're preparing a meal or just in general, you know, you've got that too. So if you double click the on-off switch really quickly, it'll go into turbo mode. You know, if you click it 3 times really quickly, it'll go into a strobe mode. So it's a defensive tool as well. Now let's go into just the run times and the actual, you know, brightness modes here. So on the back of the box is the best way to explain this. So we've got turbo, high, medium, low, and moonlight. As I said, you've also got that strobe mode as well. So on turbo mode, it's going to be 5000 lumens, and you're going to have a run time of 3 minutes before it drops down to high for another 140 minutes. Now the high mode is 1200 lumens, and that'll last you for 150 minutes. Okay, so obviously it just goes down from there. So, you know, in actual reality, I guess, like I say with all these Olight reviews, you know, the actual throw of the beam is probably halved in reality, I find, in usability, if that makes sense. So in other words, at turbo, they're saying 245 meters of throw. Well, I like to halve that. So maybe about, 120 meters would be, in reality what you would use the light at those distances. Yeah, the light will get out further, but is it actual usable? That's the difference that I find with these. So either way, it's still a good amount of distance that you get from these lights. So I am fairly impressed with them. So guys, overall, the price of these, let's talk about that really quickly. Like they always do, every time I do a review for Olight, they're very aggressive with their marketing. So currently they've got a flash sale on, so you can get the bundle as you see it here for 35% off, so it's down to $166.99. So, it's certainly a big saving there. If you want to get anything from Olight that's not on sale, you can use the coupon code Ozzie Reviews as well. I don't get anything for it, guys. I've refused sponsorship, so, money doesn't come back to me. So it is just simply a discount code, for you guys to get something, from the review. So anyhow, guys, we've got a little bit of rain come over at the moment, but hopefully that'll pass, and we'll wait for darkness to come over the farm, and then we'll get outside and put this torch to the test. Okay, so let's start the review here on turbo. So I'm looking at fence line here 50 yards away, and then further up onto the hill we've got stretching out further there 75, 100 yards at the top there. So looking around, as I said in the intro there, guys, even though it says a throw of 245 meters, I think practical usable distance with this on the turbo would be about that 125 around there. So let's go for a walk here. Now you can see here I've got it on high. Let's go back to low. We'll try to get a focus there. So you can see what the usable light is there with low. You've got quite a good run time at this, obviously. Let's go up to medium. Now medium, I would honestly say I could walk around all night with. It gives you more than enough light to be able to see in front of you, and you're not straining your eyes. Then obviously if we go up to high, well, even better. I mean, we got some good visibility there, and you're still going to get a couple of hours of run time out of this. So guys, I'll show you the light on the tripod here. Now think of it, if you've got a blackout, and you have this as a table light, you're all sitting around eating, or, you might be camping or whatever it is, or maybe just a bedside lamp, It's great because all you got to do is just push the on-off button and hold it. And it's on the minimum now, and then it goes up to the maximum, and then it'll blink when it's at the maximum. So you can adjust it to whatever your light need is. So you might not want it on the brightest setting. The lowest setting is just too dull for you, so just hold it down. And then it can just dim a little bit in between there. And obviously you're going to have that longevity of the battery life. So I just think that's absolutely brilliant. So having the magnetic tail switch is really handy. If you're in this situation where you need to change a car tyre, something like that, well, you just put it against some steel and then it just holds in place. Okay guys, I'll wrap up my final thoughts on the Olight Prowess. Now, I think having the dual feature obviously of that lamp and then also just the normal torch beam, there's a lot of advantages to that. I do like it. I like the fact that you can just easily, switch between the two, and it's so simple and easy to do. I like the idea of the tactical tripod. However, I don't see the point in Picatinny rails. If there is a point to it, guys, that you know about that I don't, by all means tell me. But what are you going to do? Put a red dot on there? I don't know. I find that rather comical, but look, it is what it is, and that's the way they've designed it. But overall, guys, I can't see any disadvantages, with the torch. You've got a decent amount of run time, and, it's built very well. Like I do with a lot of the Olight products, I find it hard to fault them. I did have one of their torches that I didn't like, and you certainly knew about that, on the review. But they're very aggressive with their marketing. They're always coming up with new and innovative products that just seem to get better and better as time goes on, and they're fairly affordable. So at the time of doing this review, check out the flash sale. I'll put the link down in the description below on YouTube, and you can save yourself some decent coin if you want to get one of these. They're definitely worth the money in my view. So anyhow guys, we'll leave the review at that. Hope you enjoyed watching it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.